Does he?
Welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV.
Hey, this is TBK here. We are here for the WWE 2024 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Now, I'm going to talk about is the Elimination Chamber post-show recap. Now, this is a different PLE as it was aired in Australia, and also the time zone was a little bit different. It was, like I said before on Red Carpet Ring, it was 4 a.m. Central Standard Time or 5, depending on what time zone you were in. But we are definitely here at the TBS Turnbuckle Station. We are definitely here. So also, so we're going to get ready talk about this event. And also, I got a little bonus round. I know it's not on here. We're also going to talk about, after the Elimination Chamber post-show recap, we are going to officially talk about the WrestleMania 40 match early card preview. So, before we get into that, we'll talk about the whole Elimination Chamber, what happened, what went down, everything such and such. Let's see who came into the ring before we start. Really honest, good Red, what's going on? Thanks for coming out. Appreciate your support here. Definitely appreciate that. So, definitely going to talk about it, what happened at this Elimination Chamber. But, it went by so fast. I can't believe we are here and we're about to start WrestleMania. I like the event, but we're going to talk about it. And, of course, I'll give you my grading on this. Now, that being said, let's get into each one. Now, the first match we're going to talk about, it actually opened up the show, Elimination Chamber 2024 in Perth. We will talk about the Women's Elimination Chamber, and this is for the opportunity for the Women's World Championship. So, the way it works, it starts off with two opponents in the Elimination Chamber, and it comes down to one. Meaning whoever is the last one who, standing in the Elimination Chamber match, they will be declared a winner, whether it's for a match opportunity or for a championship. They're the last one to win. So we're going to see who actually won this match, but it was a good match. Now, these are some stills of the match. Before I do get to that, I will show the whole process of who was in the match, and who got eliminated what. Let's go through the sequence, shall we? So, as you guys can see here, this is the whole sequence of how the Elimination Chamber went down for the women's. Okay? Now, it started off with Becky Lynch enter number 1, Naomi, both of those started the match. Then we had Tiffany Stratton number 3. Then we had Liv Morgan number 4, Raquel Rodriguez number 5, and Bianca Belair was the last one. As we see, Becky Lynch was declared the winner, and the last person that was eliminated before her was Liv Morgan. Then Bianca, Liv, and Becky were the last 3. But like I said, this was a very, very good way to kick off the Elimination Chamber event, especially for the women's. So this was good spots in the match. As you can see, that there was one spot they all tried to eliminate Raquel Rodriguez, who returned. It was her first match since returning from the active mast cell syndrome, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere in her skin. So I'm glad she's back. She's actually grown on me. But this is one spot in the match, and we see Liv Morgan eliminate Tiffany. So this is very good. But at the end of the day, it came down to only one person can win this match. And that one person, as I predicted, was Becky Lynch. She is declared the winner. She will go on to WrestleMania 40 to compete and challenge Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship, or whoever the world champion is. She will definitely do that. But I will say, despite her winning, she didn't do nothing in this match. Becky Lynch, if it weren't for her superstardom, her being over as the man, as she call it, she wouldn't got this buzz because she was carried this whole match. She was just carried the whole entire time. I did not like how Becky Lynch, how they positioned her. It's like she knew. I'm looking from her perspective. It's like Becky knew that she was going to win. So because she knew she was going to win and headline WrestleMania, she knows she had to do little to no work, and I didn't like that at all. Because we all got to put in work to get where we're at, and she didn't put enough work like the other opponents did, like Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, Bianca with the power, even Raquel when she did the that one hand chokeslam, she had two people in each hand. She did the least amount of work, but ended up winning the whole match. I mean, she really didn't do much, and it just upset me how Becky is so overrated. And I said this before. Becky knows. See, Becky's a smart businesswoman. Becky knows when to turn it on, and she know when to turn it off. Because she had a great match with Trish Stratus last year at Payback in the steel cage, and a decent matches with Lyra Valkyria and Tiffany Stratton. But see, she knows who to get in the ring with, and she know who could carry her. I just don't like that about Becky. She don't do anything. I mean, this is all she really did in the match. Was this the only spot? Was to disarm her inside the Elimination Chamber. That's all she's done. Yes, Tiff is super over. Very good big booking. Everyone remains strong. Obvious winner. Yes, I agree. She's the only female that didn't show athleticism on the. Yeah, Becky knows she doesn't have to do that, and she won. But I said this before too. Becky, another reason she won, not just because of her name. We have to remember, Becky Lynch has that book coming out, and since she got that book coming out, they need a good way to promote that match. They need a good way to promote the match, and then of course promote Becky. So she had to win. The book is coming out next month. So I understand why she won business wise. It makes her look good. That's why her arm was raised. That's why she's declared the winner. But it still don't change the fact that Becky did little to nothing. I mean, the people that really shine in this match, with people like Liv Morgan, people that shine in this match. I mean, Bianca even did her thing a little bit, but like I said, it came out to Becky Lynch winning the match. Hulk Hogan get beat down the whole match only to make 60 offense. Yeah, the superhero thing. Yeah, Becky won the match. Like I said, she will. It makes sense why she won. Yeah, Liv Morgan, I said, was MVP, no doubt about it. Liv Morgan and Tiffany Stratton did that thing the most, and the power came from Bianca and Raquel. And Naomi, as I said too, she got eliminated first, and I knew that would happen with her. Doesn't surprise me. Does not surprise me at all. But it's gonna be, like I said, we got Becky, who's the winner. She's going on to WrestleMania, as predicted, and it's her time. It's her time. She won. Like I said, let's look over the sequence one more time for people who didn't see it. This is how it went. Becky, Naomi was the first eliminated, like I thought would happen, by Tiffany. Then Tiffany got eliminated by Liv, which was a shocking elimination. Raquel was third one eliminated by Bianca. Then Bianca got eliminated by Liv, which I figured. And then, of course, lastly, immediately right after Bianca eliminated, got eliminated by Liv, then Becky did the manhandle slam on Liv and eliminated her. That's how she won. So this is how it went. Again, it's a sequence. Naomi, first one eliminated. Becky was the last one standing. So that's what we got. Great match. I love the match. It's just Becky, they just position her so high and mighty. But let's move on to the next thing. Now we had we also had a tag team match. The tag team match was Finn Balor and Damian Priest Judgment Day. So that was the next match on the card. Now we knew that, so obviously it was going to win. I didn't think Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne would defeat them, but they still came out with titles. This was a solid match. It wasn't too bad. I like the team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. They had a very good tag team, very in sync. As we know, they had history of working together in NXT. But despite all the match being solid, despite put on a great tag team match, these tag team belts need to be undisputed. They need to be disputed right now. Let's say they need to be disputed. They need to separate the belts. I don't think they should be undisputed anymore. They need to separate these belts. Raw tag team needs to go to Raw brand. SmackDown needs to go to SmackDown brand. I mean, honestly, these tag team belts were really positioned for the Usos, who's on a legendary run. It's part of the bloodline with Roman, of course, having the titles for a long time. And also was built for the Sami and Kevin Owens to be the storyline wise, and they had it for a little bit. But ever since then, we don't need these belts don't need to be undisputed anymore. So that's my only problem with this particular match. They need to separate these belts. They don't need to be undisputed anymore. They should be disputed. Disputed means to have a specific brand. They all have in one. They need to separate the belts on separate brands. But other than that, solid match. Very solid tag team match. It was a good way to get it on the card. No doubt about it. So I have no problem with that. But they need to separate these belts. I think it's too much. Way too much. But other than that, that's the end of that match. But we're gonna go to the segment. We had a little segment here, and it was the Grayson Waller effect. But as we see that these two did retain, so winners still champs. But like I said, moving along to the next thing, we had a segment. We had Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins on the Grayson Waller effect. And Cody, he surprisingly challenged The Rock for a one-on-one match. So he said anytime. And Seth Rollins here told him, I got your back. You don't have to fight this battle alone. So, the crowd was saying Rocky sucks. We saw that in the crowd. We saw that going on there. Other than that, we got Cody challenging The Rock. I don't know if that's going to happen night 1 or night 2. It's a possibility. And of course, we had to get Austin Theory running his mouth, and Cody and Seth beat him up. When he was mocking Rock, Seth didn't stomp on him, and Grayson Waller still did nothing. Seemed like it would be a face turn for maybe Austin. I'm saying not Austin, but Grayson Waller. And Cody did the Cody cutter, and they shook hands, and that was it of that segment. And I knew it was something to the effect when I knew Cody and Seth was going to be on the Grayson Waller effect, something about WrestleMania or something about The Rock. They already challenged Roman. It's official. We saw the WrestleMania 40 kickoff over a week ago, so we knew that would happen. But other than that, we're going to have an official Rock versus Cody at some point. So go figure. I think it's going to be on one of the WrestleMania nights. I thought it was going to be a tag team of Seth and Cody versus Rock and Roman, but that's not happening, obviously. But other than that, though, it's going to be Cody and Rock at some point. They're going to have a match because Cody don't like what Rock did by slapping him. So that was a good short segment. Then later on, we had the Elimination Chamber attendance record. It was at, if I'm not mistaken, let's see the numbers, 52,590 people at the Optus Stadium. So that is attendance record for Elimination Chamber. Triple H came out, he announced that. So that house did look packed there, very good packed house. Other than that, we had a segment, 2 matches in. So we got the men's Elimination Chamber match coming up. So that's coming up, and this is for the opportunity for the World Heavyweight Championship. And let's go over the sequence of how that went down. Let's see how that went down. This is the sequence for the men's. So for the men's, let's go in chronological order. Bobby was the first one eliminated. Then LA Knight was eliminated. Then we had Kevin Owens eliminated. Logan Paul eliminated. Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre, similar to Becky Lynch, we knew was going to win. But Drew McIntyre and LA Knight start off the match. As it just had a night of SmackDown, they had their little match. And then after those two, it was Kevin Owens, Bobby, and Logan was the last one, and Randy before him. So this was an okay match. It wasn't like the women, but it's just something. It was some good spots in the match, some surprises. You know, I will say, we did get some good spots in the match, very good spots. So the good spots was, we had Logan Paul. He, of course, beat Logan Paul. He got eliminated by Randy Orton. Randy Orton did a good job in the match. But the thing about Randy Orton that I'm concerned with, and Randy Orton seems hurt. And Randy Orton, he noticed during the match, that's what kind of took away from the match, he kept laying down longer than usual. And I believe that Randy Orton, and I afraid this was going to happen with him when he returned. He does the back moves too much. He had back surgery, doing the RKO, taking all these bumps in the wrong spot. And it's really affecting him. And I don't like that happening to Randy Orton. But unfortunately, that's what's been going on. And it's really affected his performance. And you can tell he can barely hold up at all. Barely hold up. Barely hold up. So I didn't like that at all. But he seems very, very injured. Hopefully he gets better. Hopefully, it improves. But it's definitely an issue with Randy Orton. Definitely an issue. I just don't like the fact he's down like that. Randy Orton just came back. He's a legend. Been in the game for 20 years. And now he could possibly be hurt. So I don't like that at all. But that's what's going on. He was holding himself. He was down for a minute. But other than that, despite that, it was some good spots in the match. They really went off the whole Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. They went off that well. And, of course, Bobby Lashley had a good spot in the match. But I just don't like how this went down with Orton. I really hope he gets well. Something tells that Randy Orton's going to have to take some time off again. And I think it could possibly, I don't want to say this, but I think it could possibly end his career. That's the way it's looking right now. This was not a good look for Randy Orton. He's the Viper. I get it. Multiple time world champion. One of the best ever to do this. And one of my personal favorites. I just don't like that he's down like that. So that's one thing I want to highlight in the match. Other than that, though, match was solid. Like I said, may not have been like the women's, but we did get some good, spots in the match. Definitely get some good spots in the match, to say the least. So everyone, brought their A game the best they could. I know something's up. When I saw Randy Orton down like that, I said it's just not a good look for Randy Orton right now. Very, very bad look. Hopefully it's not as bad as it seems. Hopefully. But other than that, let's move on to other parts in the match. Good spot here was Logan Paul coming off the top of the pod cell to get onto Drew McIntyre. And we also had Bobby Lashley spear Logan Paul into the pod. So these were two good spots that I did like. Very good spots. Bobby Lashley, like I said, was the first one eliminated in the whole match. He went out early. Now, I thought at first that maybe because he feuded with Karrion Kross in the Final Testament that they may try to interfere and try to, shut him down. But that didn't happen with him. He got eliminated. That's what happened with Bobby Lashley. But, like I said, good spots, good storytelling. Even Randy Orton being down, it still was good at the end of the day. Don't want to take nothing away from that. But one thing I figured that was going to happen, I would say was going to happen, Bell 5000, salute to you. One thing I was going to say is going to happen is AJ Styles made a surprise. He attacked LA Knight. That was crazy. And he just came out of nowhere too. But I figured that's going to, and I said this before, I'll say it now. It's going to be AJ versus LA Knight at WrestleMania. AJ versus LA Knight. They're going to have it. And because he attacked LA, it caused us early in the elimination. He got eliminated very quickly, very soon. And of course, by Drew McIntyre, who became the eventual winner. But then Kevin Owens, like I said, him and Logan Paul was playing off their feud due to Royal Rumble with the United States Championship last month. Very good. Very, very good. And we know that also Logan Paul, being a sneaky guy that he is, being a very sneaky guy that he is, that he also was not just going to sit there and get eliminated like that. He was going to have some vengeance. He was going to come back, and because he's upset that he got eliminated the way he did. And he did just that. He did come back with vengeance. He came back. He made sure if he did get eliminated, that he wasn't just going to sit there and take it. And that's exactly what happened with him. As you can see in one part in the match, that Logan Paul got attacked and lost. Got hit with RKO, and that was it for him. That's what happened with Logan Paul. Let's see one part in the match what happened. This is what caused him to be. It's right after he got eliminated in the match.
RKO out of nowhere! Or does he?
So with that being said, because he was eliminated, he attacked Randy Orton and he caused him to be eliminated. And then after that happened, we see here that Drew covers Randy Orton for the 1, 2, 3, and Drew wins the match. And he is going to go to WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins, as I predicted before. And you see him sitting over in the corner. They're like, "What you doing?" And he did last year with Seth Rollins. He attacked him, cost to him. This is the second year he has either interfered after being eliminated or not being in the match. And Logan Paul has cost someone. Randy Orton could possibly won the whole thing, but we know that it wasn't going down like that, especially with his injury. But we got the eventual winner, and it was Drew McIntyre. He is going to face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. He's the winner. Like I said, good solid match. Now, also, before we get to the main event, the pre-show was Kabuki Warriors, which is Kairi Sane and Asuka. They faced off against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. They retained their tag team championships, the women's tag team championships, and that was the pre-show to kick off the whole event. But now we got the main event. And the main event is Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's World Championship. So we have these two going at it. You know, they had their thing going on. So it's Rhea versus Nia. Very good rivalry. Very good heating up towards it. We see Nia she had very dominant offense at the beginning. She put Rhea through this announce table, even though it didn't break. And it was some parts where she looked so dominant that maybe it's a chance that she could win and become the new champion. Just a maybe, just a thought. But obviously, we knew for the most part that Rhea would retain, especially with Elimination Chamber being in her home country in Australia. So, other than that, though, it was good dominance by Nia. And Nia's got better since she's been back. I have to give her that. She's got much better. Much better. She's not like she was before. She's not botchy. She's not injuring nobody. Nobody's on the show because of her. She's definitely not hit nobody in the face like Becky Lynch, 2018 flashbacks. But she had a good, definitely a good match with Nia. Nia and Becky definitely did their thing. I'll give them that. So definitely good. I like how these two had chemistry, very good chemistry. I would like to say too that in the future, Nia Jax could be a future world champion again. She actually done better. Nia Jax gets too much hate. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, Nia, let's be honest, before in the past, she did botch a lot and she did injure people. But since she's returned back in September, right before the TKO WWE merge, she has improved. She's improved. Her work rate has improved, and they're really using her right. WWE is using her as a dominant woman in the women's division and use it for power, not just someone sitting around and not doing too much, just throwing people around and hurting them. She really is showing true dominance in the match. And she looks like I said, someone that could win the Women's World Championship. So I got to give that to Nia Jax. She did look like that. She looked good in this match. But like I said, we knew that the eventual winner would be Mommy. But I like how she did her thing with Rhea Ripley. She's been looking good lately. I got to give her credit. Like I said, I had my reservations with Nia Jax in the beginning of her career, but now she's got better. And like I said, Rhea Ripley also did her thing. Of course, she also did a thing too. Rhea Ripley, she's also the Women's World Champ. So you knew that, obviously that they was going to make her look good and do her thing in that match. So I'm not mad about that. Got a question here. Do you think this was the right match to close the show? What's your opinion? Honestly, if you ask me my opinion, I think the Women's Elimination Chamber should close the event. As we can see, that was the best match on the card. But I get why Nia versus Rhea was the main event to close the show. Because, like I said a couple of minutes ago, Rhea is from Australia. She's the hometown girl, and they like to give her buzz. They want to give her much of a buzz and play off her heritage as she is from Australia. So I see why they did that, and of course make Rhea like a dominant champion heading into WrestleMania. But we also got to notate too, Roman Reigns was not an Elimination Chamber, so he wasn't on the card. Seth Rollins still going through an injury. Now I know Seth Rollins said he's almost medically cleared to wrestle again. He also was not on the card. So that's two world champions now on the card. Io Sky, the women's champion for SmackDown, she wasn't on the card either. So I guess for WWE's, sake of argument, from their point of view, because there was no other world titles involved in the chamber match, they had to go ahead and put Rhea there. And of course, she's from Australia. So Business-wise, I think it was the best move. But if you ask me personally, it should have been the Women's Elimination Chamber match because we would have known before the Women's Elimination Chamber match started that between Rhea and Nia, that Rhea would have won. It's a definite. Instead of asking who's going to win between Rhea and Nia when Becky won in the beginning. So I think it personally should have been the Women's Elimination Chamber match, best match. But business-wise, I see why they went with Nia versus Rhea, if that answers your question. Thank you, Nightcrawler. That was a good question. Thank you for that. But other than that, though, this was a great event. I will give my final grading on this right now. And we got the Elimination Chamber. Well, like I said, let's see the final grading. Elimination Chamber. This is for 2024. This is the event in Perth. So my final grading is 4 out of 5. And the reason I give 4 out of 5, the Women's Elimination Chamber match started a little slow, but it did pick up very quickly with Liv and Tiff Stratton. Tiffy time, as they call it. And the men's was good. But I think if Randy Orton didn't have the back injury, then the nagging injury with his back, I think it would have been a little bit better. But because they was working with someone that was legitimately hurt, we see how legit hurt Randy was that I mentioned earlier. And I think it would have been a little bit better. Also, I mean, other than that, it was a good show. And like I said, I wish the Women's Elimination Chamber would have closed out the show because that was that'd be a very good main event. But other than that, I think the show was a great show, 4 out of 5. WWE is pretty much making all their PLE's top events. We talk about the Big 5 or Big 4, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank. You know, it seems like they're treating all them in events like a top PLE. That's my opinion on the grading. Question: do you think Rock versus Cody is a bigger match than Rock versus Roman at this point? No. It can be because of the heat the Rock's been getting. It'll be a big match, but I don't think it'll be bigger versus Rock and Roman. Rock and Roman's been talked about for many, many years. It's even could surpass the Rock versus Cena level. It could get big, but I don't think it'll get bigger than Roman and Rock. Absolutely not. No. I would say it's big, but not bigger because Cody doesn't have the star power yet that the Rock and Roman have. He's getting there. They're working him up to be a big star after this whole WrestleMania 40 is done. I don't think he has star power like Rock and Roman. They are working on Cody. Like I said, he's getting there, but not yet. So no, I would say Rock and Roman is still the bigger event. But that is my grading for Elimination Chamber 2024. But like I said, stay tuned. I do have the bonus round. I know it's not listed on here, as I said before. Now that we know the Elimination Chamber is came and went, we do got to talk about WrestleMania 40, and we do have now 4 matches to talk about for the early match preview. So we're going to have that going on now. And that's all for the WWE 2024 Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, the Elimination Chamber post-show recap. But there's more. We're now going to switch gears. And we're going to talk about the WrestleMania 40 preview. So, if not WrestleMania 41, when do you think Cody Rock should happen? We'll get to that. But let's get into WrestleMania. It's time to talk about WrestleMania. Let's talk about the preview. Let's get there. Let's talk about it. Because it's that time. And it's time to definitely switch gears. And let's do that right now. Let's switch over right now. Let's talk about it. Because we're going to talk about WrestleMania. Let's do it. All right. We are at the bonus round. We are here to talk about the WrestleMania 40 match card early preview. Let's answer the question that was just asked. said, if not WrestleMania 41 Nightcrawler, when do you think Cody and Rock should happen? It doesn't even have to be a WrestleMania. It could actually be a SummerSlam match. Or if it does happen, it could be a night one. And Roman and Cody could be a night two. So that's why I think that could happen. That's why I think so. It could very well go down that way. But only time will tell. With that being said, let's get into it. We're going to talk about the biggest show early preview. WrestleMania 40 match card preview. Let's talk about it. Now, we know that since Elimination Chamber is officially over, we know that we got some matches on the card. We know some things are going to go down. The thing about it is, one match that we will talk about. We'll talk about Becky Lynch versus Rhea Ripley. That's going to be a match now. We got Becky Lynch, who recently won the Elimination Chamber match for the women. It's official. She will face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 40 for the WWE Women's World Championship. Now, Rhea Ripley, we know, has been champion closing in on a year. She won the title back at WrestleMania 39, I believe night one, against Charlotte Flair, then champion. And Rhea Ripley has been on a dominant level since then. She has not slowed down not one bit. But the thing is, she may even have some competition at some point, because we see that they're going to make Becky Lynch the new champion. So Becky Lynch, like I said before, she's going to win the title. Rhea Ripley had to go long enough, but it don't mean that Mommy's going to go down easy. But I think it'd be a good matchup with Rhea and Becky. They never had a one-on-one match for the title. They teased it for months. You know, Becky said, "I need that. I don't need the title. The title needs me." She already pretty much put it out there with the WrestleMania 40 kickoff. She said that to Becky said to Rhea that Mommy's going to be a bottom, not going to be on top, not when it comes to the man. So this is going to be a very, very good matchup between Becky and Rhea. You know, definitely. I think it's be a good match heading in. I couldn't see it any other way, honestly. The only person I would have saw possibly defeat or even challenge her for the belt, I would say it would be maybe Liv Morgan. She seemed like she'll be the wild card. And I said that before and I say it again. Liv Morgan could eventually get an opportunity at the championship at some given point. And it's probably going to be more likely when Becky's champion. So that's the way I see it for that. But like I said, I'm not for Liv. Liv is there. She's getting better. But right now it's going to be Becky versus Rhea. Definitely. I am not going to ignore that at all. But you know, we gotta highlight this about the event, and I figured that this would happen with Rhea. I said Rhea need a new challenge. I said that before. I said somebody got to challenge Rhea for that belt. She needs a serious competitor. And here, lo and behold, we got Becky Lynch. So I said that was going to happen at some given point. So it does not surprise me that Becky Lynch is going to challenge Rhea for the title. It don't surprise me at all. Not one bit. But Becky, she's definitely going to win that title again. You got to remember, Becky said a couple of weeks ago said she had the title in 2 years. So let's not forget that. She had to go for a long time. Long time. Let's not forget that at all. See, we got a question here. What are your Nightcrawler? You ask me questions, Nightcrawler. I like your questions. What are your thoughts on Brock Lesnar being left off the card? Does it support the show or not? I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. You know, of course, I don't like the fact that even though he didn't do no with that whole allegation, just pictures that he's off the card, let alone the WWE 2K24 video game, cover. and off the game, period. But does this hurt to show him being out WrestleMania 40? No, because Brock Lesnar's pretty much before he was removed, he was pretty much used to put people over. He wasn't the main event anymore. He wasn't the champion anymore. But it don't hurt the show. But I will say I am kind of upset that we're never going to get the Gunther versus Brock Lesnar match that was supposed to happen at some given point. Whether it was at WrestleMania down the line, he's supposed to Dominic Mysterio, after Dom Limit at the Royal Rumble, so he was moving that too. But I don't think it helped the show, but it could have helped it too. But let's talk about another preview. Like I said, this is definitely a match that we're going to have. Rhea versus Seth. We're going to have this match at some given point. Like I said, Rhea Ripley and Becky. I got Rhea Ripley losing to Becky Lynch. Maybe even night one type of thing. I don't even see this. It could be night one. I don't see it being night two. But definitely, this is going to be a good matchup for both ladies. And this will be a good preview. Definitely a good preview. But let's head on to the next official match for WrestleMania 40. Now, this is one of the matches, one of the matches announced today. But let's go to the next one. Now, the next one here, we have Bayley versus Io Sky. This is for the other women's championship. It's the WWE Women's Championship. As we know, Bayley is the Royal Rumble winner for the women. And she was going to initially challenge Rhea Ripley, but due to tension, as we saw with Damage Control, and of course, her being attacked by, Damage Control, which is mainly Asuka and Kairi Sane, and after Bayley confronted Io, she's going to challenge Io for the Women's Championship. And I like Io Sky, but she's not been a great. Not unlike Rhea Ripley, she's not been a dominant champion. She's not been good, right? She's been a great 40th champion, but there's no memorable matches of feuds except for that with Bayley, and very lackluster run. I know Io was NXT champion as compared to Io Shirai, and I wish she was looked a little bit better. But it's going to be a good match. I do see. Now, this is going to be crazy. Bayley may not win at WrestleMania. She may get screwed, and I mean by Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai is X Factor. She may seem like she's on Bayley's side now, and she's trying to team with Bayley, but she is a little snake that cannot be trusted. Dakota Kai may be the one to cost Bayley the championship at WrestleMania 40. And she will side with Damage Control, because when Bayley was attacked by Damage Control after Bayley confronted Io, Dakota Kai was nowhere to be found. Then all of a sudden, after the attack is done and Bayley physically challenged Io, then Dakota comes out of nowhere that she planned on SmackDown the night before Elimination Chamber that she was attacked by Damage Control. We never saw it, so we got to keep an eye out on Mrs. Dakota Kai. She will be factor in this particular match, so I don't trust her at all for that matter. But no, this is going to be a good match. So good storytelling. This is Bayley become a babyface now, and we haven't seen her with a proper babyface Women's champion since the Hugger gimmick, but we know that didn't go nowhere. This will be definitely a good another match preview that we have for WrestleMania 40. Now this could be a night 2 or night 1. If Rhea is night 2, then this could be night 1. But if this is night 2, Rhea could be night 1. They may make this a night 1 event, and Rhea may be night 2. We'll have to see what happens. We are 42 days away from WrestleMania. But other than that, though, we got a couple more matches to talk about. That's official. We know that there'll be more matches down the card. So, but this is definitely a match I'm looking forward to as well as the Rhea versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's World Championship. Now, another match we do have Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. We have that going on, and Drew McIntyre, like Becky Lynch, who won the Elimination Chamber event, for the right to face the world champion at WrestleMania. So Drew McIntyre won as predicted. He's officially going to face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins said on the Brace Waller Effect tonight that he's healing up from the injury and he's going to be medically clear very soon. But Drew is going to challenge Seth, and we know they have history. Drew challenged Seth 2 other times. They won in Crown Jewel, was unsuccessful in both attempts. Can he beat Seth this time? Only time will tell. Now I'm gonna say this clearly now. Maybe it'll change later on, depending on how the story will go. But based on what I see now, I can see Drew losing, but I can also see Seth losing. Drew will beat Seth for the world title at WrestleMania 40, possibly maybe a night one. But Damian Priest will be the X factor, and Damian Priest could very well cash in on Drew become new world champion, or somebody will cost Drew the title. You know, Drew has enemies with CM Punk and Sami Zayn. You know, you never know who's gonna come out to attack Drew. But Drew got enemies, and I don't see neither one of these men walking out the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. Could very well be Damian Priest. Don't forget about him. He still have 5 months, close to 4.5, 5 months left of that contract before he expires. So he needs to cash in very soon. I know he's currently a tag team champion, but I don't see him, cashing in for the mid-card title. He's going to cash in the World Heavyweight Championship when you least expect it. Because Damian Priest was teasing that he may cash the contract, but he hasn't done that as of late. He's backed off the whole teasing contract. He's been focusing on the Undisputed Tag Team Championship with Finn Balor as they had a match to retain their titles at Elimination Chamber event. So definitely, Drew and Steph's gonna be interesting. Question: Nightcrawler says, was Drew the best choice for Seth after Punk got injured? Anyone you rather see instead? That's a good question. I would say, since Cody was going to challenge Roman, yes. Had Cody not challenged Roman, I would say it would have been Cody. But I would say, yeah, he is the best choice because Drew had a lot of momentum because he's the one storyline got Punk out of there after he got hurt. And he also been, wearing the t-shirt. He's getting over with the crowd. And he's been winning all his matches. I mean, Sami Zayn was out, so it couldn't have been Sami. Jey Uso, he's more of a mid-card championship he's challenging for with Gunther in the Intercontinental title. So it wasn't going to be Jey. Cody challenging Roman. Yeah, best choice. Else, well, I like to see those guys eventually, like Sami and others get the world title. Absolutely. I'm even open to having Kevin Owens win the world title, but I know he's on SmackDown. But yes, Drew is the best choice for Seth Rollins. But I don't think him or Steph's going to walk out of Mania. It's going to be Damian Priest. Damian Priest still got that contract. So, definitely. Now, that's the third match I have announced as official for WrestleMania preview. And of course, we got last but not least, we got Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. And this is for the Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. This is going to be different. This is going to be definitely different. Definitely different. So we got that going on. So this will be the main event. This is the match that everybody wants to see. Roman versus Cody. And now Cody won the Royal Rumble for a second time in his career. The first back-to-back Royal Rumble winners. The question is, he got screwed that last year. He didn't win due to interference on the bloodline. Will Cody be able to finish the story in a finish that lost last year and finally defeat Roman Reigns and win the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief? Can that happen this time? Honestly, don't be surprised if Cody loses again. could lose again. Because Roman Reigns is still en route for a record to beat Hulk Hogan's record. You know, if in order to beat the record, he has to keep the championship. So I don't see him possibly losing. It could be. Cody could walk out champion, but they need Roman Reigns to beat the record. They're trying to race Hulk Hogan's record, and I don't see him exactly losing. He cannot lose if he's going to beat Hulk Hogan's record. But I get it. Cody can feel story. Cody can story anytime. But I know that crowd in Philadelphia will go wild if Cody loses for the second year in a row. Everybody wants to see Cody win. Now, I don't know if you guys in live chat or even on playback would like to see Roman lose. But Roman's definitely a favorite. Could be a favorite to win, you know. And Cody, he already called out The Rock. So let's not forget about that either. Because that could be one of the WrestleMania nights, for that matter. He did call him out for the Elimination Chamber segment. But Cody could lose again. He could. I don't think he will, but he could very well lose again. Do you think Roman should break the Hogan record for days? That's the only opportunity. Yes, I think he should. If he had it this long, why not? I mean, the record we broke in September of this year. And also, since Roman's on SmackDown, SmackDown's going to USA Network. So a good way to promote SmackDown USA Network, having a champion still on the reigns, and also getting the record. And he cannot do that if he's going to lose to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. Just saying. Now, Cody, I do see him beating Roman and winning that title at some point, but it may not happen at WrestleMania. So don't be surprised if you get another disappointment of Cody losing for the second year in a row to Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief. Don't be surprised. I can very well see that happen. Do I want that to happen? I would like Cody to finish the story, but I think business-wise here, they want to see Roman Reigns champion for a long time and beat that record. Like Nightcrawler said right here, it's their only opportunity to do it. And I think he got a point. Nightcrawler has a point. I think it will very well. They have to strike while the iron's hot. And that's the only way it will happen. And it could very well be at WrestleMania 40. Roman retains the title. I don't know who's going to interfere helping this time. Could Rock be a factor? Maybe we get surprise appearance by someone else. I don't know. Maybe Cody gets screwed by someone he trusts. He may have to be a bloodline member for all we know. I do see Cody possibly not winning at WrestleMania 40 for the belt. The Rock will turn on Roman. Yes, that can happen too. And that's the reason why Cody may win. Cody could win the title because Rock did put the finger up last on SmackDown as with the gun symbol, or Seth could turn on him. Yeah, Gilbert said, yep, Seth could very well turn back to the Shield. Yeah, but don't expect Cody just to win the title clean. Somebody's going to, like I said, Cody's going to trust on the turn. Seth Rollins a snake, man. You know, he still got that snake character in him. All that visionary garbage. Get that out of here. But this is the match that everybody wants to see. Cody versus Roman. And this is the moneymaker. Now, don't get me wrong. We'll still get Raw versus Roman. Maybe the following year, WrestleMania 41. And Cody may face Rock night 1. But do not be surprised if Roman retains the title, because he has to beat the record of Hulk Hogan, because he's over 1,200 days as champion, right? Well over 1,200 days. So don't be surprised if that comes out and Roman retains. Roman is the tribal chief. Let's not forget about that. He's still the tribal chief now. So it could very well happen. Andre Johnson, I agree. Roman Reigns beat Hogan's record. That's true. Salute to you, Andre Johnson, for coming out. I just don't see how Cody's going to beat Roman. Rock could turn on Roman, but like Goodbread said, Seth could turn on Cody. That could happen too. But we do need him to beat the record. Roman's at currently over 1,200 days as champion, almost 13, and he has to break the record by September of this year. It's only 7 months away. Why would they put all this work in for 7 months, all this work in, only for him to lose and not even close to that? Because no one's going to have the title this long again. You know, this is the longest championship reign in years. I don't see it happening again, in the modern era especially. Let's not forget about that. I can tell you one thing. It won't happen again. If someone having the title that long, it's not going to happen again. After Roman, that's it. Yes, beat the record. Cody isn't going anywhere. Yeah, Cody can story anytime he wants. Anytime he wants. Let's be honest. Cody, like Gilbert said, he's not going anywhere. Cody does not have to win right now. Cody is, and then too, if you guys notice, why you think they're getting heat towards The Rock? Cody is being built to be a megastar, and it takes time to build a megastar. It doesn't happen overnight. So Cody's going to be there. He's really chasing the wrong title. I agree on that one. I agree on that one. I agree. Matter of fact, not only do I agree with that, I will have to say this. Yes, I definitely say that. Cody's chasing the wrong belt. He needs to go for Seth Rollins' belt because that belt is tied into more of the WWE title, and this title Roman has is the Universal title. If you look right there, if you look, let's look at what it says here on the banner. What does that say right there? I think it says it best. Let me read it. You guys can't read. It says Undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Universal. It doesn't say World Championship. It doesn't say only WWE Championship. Universal. This is the Universal title, as I stated before. This is not the title that his dad held and it was taken away from him. It's more of the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the belt that not Roman has, but it is the belt that this man particularly has, and that's Seth Rollins. This is the belt that Gilbert's talking about that he should be chasing. This is the belt, not this belt. This is the belt. That's the belt that Cody's going after. Cody is a part of the Raw brand. Let's not forget. But other than that, let's see. Do you think Senior? Yeah, he's gonna cash in that Mania. I said that earlier, and he's gonna cash in on Seth's title, not Roman. But the problem is Cody beat Seth beat him 3 times in a row, so I want to see that match. No, they don't. But see, when Cody should change for the title, Seth don't have to be champion. It could be Drew or Damian Priest. Nightcrawler, I think Sting Money Bank is stuck to cash in on the mid card. See that he's gonna lose his value if he does that, good bread. I think if he does that, his value is gonna drop. He needs to cash in the world title. I think so. We say Andre John, not The Rock. If so, a disgrace to the bloodline after revealing the tree bigger than wrestling its family. Okay. Got a good point there. Yep. If Rock turns on him, it will be disgrace to the bloodline because he did reveal the tree at the WrestleMania 40 kickoff. I didn't think about that. It will be disgrace to the family. You got a good point there, Andre John. You got a good point. I didn't think of it that way. So it's the way pretty much you're pissing on the name. You're pissing on the bloodline. That's why they should never. They should take the title off the last time he fought Drew. Okay. Yeah, Seth should have been lost that title. Seth should have been lost that title. No doubt about it. Seth should definitely lost the belt because he's supposed to. He's what 272 days. So yeah, definitely. I think that Seth should lose his belt at some point. You know, that's the belt that other people need, not just Cody, but Damian, Drew, others, etc., etc. He will turn because he wants to sit at the top of the tree. Yeah, that's true, but Seth could turn on Cody as well. Like I said, this is going to be a good WrestleMania 40. I said this a few days ago. This is going to be the biggest WrestleMania of all time. Attendance records, story, everything. Because that crowd going to be something else at WrestleMania 40. So let's not forget about that either. But yeah, this is going to be a good preview match. Very good preview. And we are here officially at WrestleMania 40. Definitely WrestleMania 40. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. We will touch more about WrestleMania as more matches get on the card. Let's see. Do you think CM Punk should play a part of the booking? Absolutely. CM Punk should. I'm pretty sure CM Punk was en route to challenge for the world title, as he's not. He didn't have to win the world title right away, but he was definitely going to be a challenger. He was the runner-up to Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble. So yeah, definitely change. I don't think Drew McIntyre would be sitting in a position he's at right now had Punk now got hurt. So no, I definitely think he played a major part in that. Definitely a major part. But other than that, though, as time progresses, we get closer to WrestleMania 40, it's April 6th and 7th. There will be more matches on the card, and I will do a preview of our match card predictions. But this is the early match card predictions as of now. This is the early card preview. This is based off the Elimination Chamber wins or losses. I know we'll have LA Knight, AJ Styles, and a few other ones. But other than that, it's going to be a good WrestleMania. I can't wait to see what happens. And that's all I have regarding the biggest show early preview, WrestleMania 40 match card early preview. Thanks for coming out, checking out Elimination Chamber and the Wrestle Week News. Wrestle Week News day and night on February 24th. Soon some videos pop up for Red Carpet on YouTube. Let's see. We got another. Could we be for Triple Threat Conference? Possibly. That could happen at some point. Possibly. Only time will tell what happens next. But yeah, we could get a Triple Threat at some point. Other than that, though, videos for Red Carpet Ring on YouTube. Thank you all for coming out. The videos you can check out of other Red Carpet Ring content. Bailey opinion on having second championship. Also, another WrestleMania 40 video where the showcase of shows break the record. Check both of those videos out. Until then, it is OUT.